People, 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 people. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the first part of this video is about Kanye West's concert in Jamaica. I am talking about the Sunday service pop-up concert that was held in Emancipation Park on Friday. Now people, was it a good thing or was it a bad thing for Jamaica? Well, it depends on how you look at it. If you read the small prints, if you read the underlined story, then you would see exactly what happened. So did Jamaica sell out for Kanye West? Did Jamaica sell out for an international superstar because of the money that they got? Because based on report, credible report, it is said that Kanye West and his team, I am speaking about his PR team, they spent in excess of $1 million. Now people, when you talk about $1 million converted to Jamaican, we are speaking about 128 million converted at the least rate that you can get at the bank or the cambio, rete and lele. So now we have to ask the question, who did this money really benefit? Did it benefit Jamaica? Yes, in some ways it did, because Jamaica was treated to a very good concert. The thousands of people that were at Emancipation Park were treated to a very good concert, and also the person that watch it on social media. I mean, I talk about YouTube and stuff like that. But when we check out everything, who really benefit? Does Jamaica own these airlines that Kanye West and his entourage came on? No. Jamaican people might have benefited during the airport. We are speaking about the vendors at the airport. So the trickle-down effect was minute, point blank, and period. The hotels that Kanye West and his entourage stay at, they are not owned by Jamaican. He did not stay at the Pegasus Hotel. He stayed at some posh hotel. His entourage was treated to the best Jamaican food, and yes, it is going to also have a trickle-down effect, because based on the fact that Jamaica was trending, people are also going to see it. We are speaking about tourists, and people are also going to be influenced and might want to take a trip down to Jamaica. But who are the persons that are going to benefit from it? The people that own the airlines and also the people that own the hotels, and they are not Jamaican. So therefore, Jamaica is going to benefit, yes, because they are also going to pay tax, but it is going to be minute. Jamaica is not going to benefit big time overall. Now when we talk about the persons that benefit from Jamaica, we have to talk about the Ministry of Culture, we have to talk about Bob's Grange, we have to talk about the KSMAC, we have to talk about the persons that are in charge of the Popo, we have to talk about the commissioner and them. They are the persons that got the big bucks. They are the persons whose pockets were aligned, because like me say, whatever of that $1 million was sent directly through them. So we are talking about a group of people that have the link or in that same link that basically benefited. So whatever price they quoted Kanye West and his PR team, his management team, they were always going to pay, because they did not know if it was a deal or not. However, they would have benefited in the long term or the short term, because they had planned, they had ulterior motive. They planned to use Jamaican merchandise on them website. And when I speak about Jamaican merchandise, I am speaking about merchandise that bear the flag, the coat of arms, and also the Dr. Bird. Anything that is Jamaican is supposed to be used with permission from the authority, from the government of Jamaica. However, Kanye West went ahead and he made some t-shirts, he made some hats, he made some bandanas, he made all sorts of things with Jamaican apparel, or that was bearing the name of Jamaica, point blank and period, without authorization. So therefore he had an ulterior motive. So when we think about the benefit that Jamaican get, and we are speaking about the vendors that were at the concert, yes, they benefited because they made a lot of money that day, because a lot of persons were at the Emancipation Park and they must sell juice, they must sell bag juice, they must sell sugar cane, they must sell coconut, they must sell all sorts of stuff. So therefore, yes, they benefited. But what is the long-term effect? Is that sustainable for the people of Jamaica? Yes and no. Because like me say, it was a day of feast, and then come to a regular day, it is always going to be famine, point blank and period. Now when you think about Kanye West's reason for keeping this concert in Kingston in Jamaica, we have to think about his ulterior motive. Because people, did you know that he was selling Jamaican apparel on his website and the prices of these merchandise were very, very high? We are talking about $200 for a t-shirt, for a single t-shirt, and we are also speaking about $60 for a cap or a hat. May I talk about a baseball cap. Now people, when you talk about that, you are speaking about prices that are on par for the top name designer. May I talk about Gucci, may I talk about Fendi, may I talk about Prada, may I talk about Versace, may I talk about the top of the top of the top of the top. And that is exactly what he was doing. He was using the Jamaican name and brand. He was using the Jamaican coat of arms. He was using the Jamaican motto. He was using everything that is brand Jamaica that he did not get authorization for. So we are talking about cultural misappropriation. We are speaking about a person who is a culture vulture if you look at things the proper and right way. And like me say, people, I don't know his mindset, because the truth and the fact is that Jamaica is hot. The name Jamaica, the brand Jamaica is hot, and it is always going to be good promotion for any international artist to be aligned or associated with Jamaica. So therefore it is always going to be a symbiotic relationship. That means that both parties are always going to benefit. But like I say, people, at the end of the day, we have to always look at his ulterior motive. We have to look on the reason why he did what he did. And like me say, it is just my opinion. It is not the gospel, because I don't know his mindset. I don't know his frame of thought when he planned this concert. And the truth and the fact is that the person that is in charge of the choir, he is also a Jamaican. So maybe them basically put two heads together and they came up with a bright idea that launching a concert, a pop-up concert, we are talking about the Sunday service at Emancipation Park in Kingston, was a good idea. But people, like me say, it is just my views and opinion. Your opinion and views can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the court, we are talking about the Popo, have officially charged, we are speaking about the JUTC driver that was implicated in the slap away of a taximan that was STABBED on Washington Boulevard or Doyne Park. Now people, according to the lawyer, he said that the court or the Popo should let go his client because he was in the custody for over a week, and if he was not charged within a week time, so therefore the court had to make a decision. So therefore the court made a decision that was detrimental to the request of what the lawyer wanted. So people, like them say, sometimes be careful what you ask for. So people, like me say, the lawyer filed a writ of habeas corpus and he wanted this client to be released. And like me say, people are like the saying goes, sometimes you have to be very careful of what you ask for, because you know, so these police or these Popo or the system can be very vindictive. And I am not sure what kind of information they have, but obviously they did not want this man to be free. They did not want this person to be on the street because they might have felt like he is a flight risk. So therefore the prosecution, may I talk about the DPP, obviously they held a meeting and they said, you know what, since this lawyer is insisting that we release him or charge him, we are just going to charge him. So people, you see, so they make a move or they made a decision to make sure so them keep him in a custody. So Mr. Oren Clark was given $600,000 bail in the St. Andrew Parish Court, and as a condition of his bail, he was ordered not to contact or interfere with the witnesses in this case. And based on the court records and based on information from the Popo, it is said that Mr. Clark has been in custody since September 24th and he is to return to court on November 22nd, 2019. So people, when we look at stuff like this, it seems like the investigators are looking for a delay tactics, because the truth and the fact is that I don't think that they have sufficient evidence to basically charge this man or even convict him. Because according to the Popo report and based on court documents, it is said that none of the many witnesses that were present at the scene that this thing occurred, none of them are willing to testify, and even worse, they are not showing up at the identification parade. So people, we see that the case is looking weak. And people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I don't know if this JUTC driver is innocent or guilty. I am just going based on what I am hearing, based on the reports. Because if you now have no witness, if you don't have a person that is identified during an identification period, that means that that case is basically out the door. It is thrown out, point blank and period. And just for clarity, or for anyone that is not familiar with this case or don't know exactly what I am speaking about, we are speaking about a taximan that was STABBED, and his name is Aquino Brighton, and it was said that this happened during a road RAGE between a JUTC worker and a taximan, and the taximan, sorry. And then shortly after, or within hours, a JUTC worker was SHOT on Oxford Boulevard, and it was said it was because of reprisal. So people, at the end of the day, 2 people pass away and 1 is in custody. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.